Can we all agree that get is the most annoying verb ever in English? Hi guys, welcome back to today's video, and today we are going to talk about get, the meanings, the phrasal verbs. We are going to try to understand this annoying verb. And why is it annoying? Well, because it has multiple meanings and it's not something we study at school, which is a problem. Like why we don't study get at school. And if you think get is like have, yes but no. So that's why it's very important to understand get and all the meanings of get. So just like if it wasn't enough as a verb, get has also multiple phrasal verbs. So the verb alone means maybe 5 or 6 different things, and then we have 10, 15 or more phrasal verbs with get. In this video, I'm going to explain first the definitions of get alone, so you understand the idea, the meaning, which is very important. And after, I'm going to explain the main phrasal verbs, the most important one. Remember, you don't have to study all the phrasal verbs, that's not true, but you should know some of them, and it's great when you see them in your favorite shows, songs, movies, etc. So let's get started. Okay, the first meaning of the verb to get is to have or to receive. For example, I got your text yesterday. I got your text yesterday. So I received your text and I have your text. Or I got a cat when I was a child. We have other definitions for get that are maybe even more common than that. With get, you could say understand, or you don't understand something. For example, oh, I get it, or I get it, or I don't get it, I don't get it. So it means you understand or you don't understand something. You could also mean to arrive, to arrive. For example, I got home a bit late yesterday. I got home a bit late yesterday. So I arrived home a bit late yesterday. It's the same, but you can replace it with get. And the last one, which is for me one of the most important because it's like abstract, is when you say I become. So when you become something, for example, you become happy, unhappy, upset, you can use the word get. For example, I got really upset when she told me. I got really upset when she told me. I'm scared she's going to get angry. I'm scared she's going to get angry. So to become is the same. You become angry. Okay, so try to remember that because it's very important and we use it quite a lot in English. Okay, now that we have our definitions of get, or the main ones, there are others but we don't really care. These phrasal verbs are quite important, and if you want to study them, work with them, don't forget to watch part 1 of this series because I'm going to explain to you how to learn them and to remember them. Okay, so don't create lists of phrasal verbs, endless lists. No, that's not working. Okay, so I selected 5 different phrasal verbs for you with get that I think are important and that you can start to focus on, okay? Okay, the first phrasal verb that I have for you, which is in fact probably the most difficult one, I'm sorry, because the pronunciation is difficult, it's to get through, to get through. And get through is with the context of a difficult time, a difficult period. So if you are getting through something difficult, you are enduring it. For example, we'll get through it, don't worry, it's just a difficult time. We'll get through it, don't worry, it's just a difficult time. You are enduring, like it's happening, you get through it. But it's always a context of a difficult time, okay? A rough patch, a rough patch. Next one, which is get by. The next one is get by. Get by is when you manage, but it's still difficult. Like you can manage the situation, but it's a bit tricky at the moment. So you get by. It could be with money, it could be with lots of exams, it could be with a difficult situation, lots of different things actually. For example, it's difficult to get by with the COVID. It's difficult to get by with the COVID. You know, maybe because of the restrictions, maybe because you have less clients with the COVID, for example, it's difficult to get by. Okay, the next one is to get away with. And I love this phrasal verb. We've seen it in the part 2 of this series. Get away with is when you do something bad, but nothing happens to you. To get away with. So usually you can find that in a context of a killer with a murder, for example. But you could use that in all the different contexts. For example, if you arrive late to work every day and nothing happens to you, your manager or your boss doesn't say anything, maybe he doesn't see it, then you get away with it. You get away with it. Can't believe he got away with arriving late every day. I can't believe he got away with arriving late every day. Now, the next one is actually two, but they mean the same. Get on with someone or get along with someone. They mean the same, you can use both of them in the same context, exactly the same way, and it means that you have a good relationship with someone. So it's just like it's fine, we have a good relationship. For example, I'm so relieved he gets along with my mom. I'm so relieved he gets along with my mom. I was a bit scared. And the last one is to get over. Get over. And it means that you overcome a difficult situation or something. So you overcome it or you deal with the difficult situation, you manage the difficult situation or someone. It doesn't have to be just a situation. If we take the example of someone, you could say, oh, you have to get over him. He's an asshole. You have to get over him. He's an asshole. So you have to forget him. You have to deal with it and forget him. And that's it, guys, for this video. You don't need lots of other phrasal verbs with get. That's the most common ones that I use and I see, really. So just be very comfortable with them and try to be very comfortable with the idea of get alone, even before the phrasal verbs, because that's the first step. And if you manage to use get alone, then have a look at the phrasal verbs and try to, again, create sentences, create context for you to remember, a picture, very clear picture in your head, and that's how you're going to remember them. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, and I will see you in the next video.